Every day, people browse Facebook to catch up on news, find out what friends have been up to, and see what's going on around them. But is this information really what people want to see, or just what Facebook thinks they want to see? Hi, I'm Ankur Mukherjee, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Babel objection and the problem of reduced exposure it causes in the digital age today. The Babel objection is a term that has been created for the digital age to describe the phenomena on the internet where many people are speaking, but no one is getting heard. One of the essential reasons that the Babel objection is becoming more relevant in everyday life is that with advancements in social media and search engines such as Facebook and Google, news feeds contain so much information that it needs to be displayed in an organized, filtered way to avoid informational overload. For anyone that hasn't had any experience with Facebook, it's a social media site where you can post pictures and text statuses to a newsfeed that is available to be viewed by friends of your choosing. Currently, Facebook is running an algorithm that uses posts and articles a user has liked to predict what the user will click on most in the future. Once Facebook has an idea of what a user will click on, their newsfeed is filtered so that the posts that they are predicted to like are shown more, while posts that don't fit this criteria are hidden from direct view. Another site that heavily uses filtering algorithm is Google. According to Alexa Internet Incorporated, Google is the most viewed website on the internet. With all this web traffic, Google has an enormous influence on the information that people are exposed to. Because of the filtering that is done, the links that are displayed first in a Google search are also customized to the preferences and likes of each particular user. The reason that sites such as Google and Facebook do this is because some of these sites can have millions of advertisers, and a lot of the time, the primary way a site is able to generate money is when users click on these advertisements. Now, one might say that just because something isn't posted at the top of a Google search doesn't mean it won't be seen, and they would be correct. But links listed near the top statistically get a majority of the views from users. Most searches in Google generate hundreds of thousands, even millions of results, but a study by Optify found that the top 3 links in a Google search get 60% of the web traffic from all users. This shows that the filtering that is being done to avoid any uncomfortable articles or posts is affecting a massive audience. In a study by Time, it was found that in the United States, an average Facebook user spends 39 minutes on Facebook a day. This may not seem like a lot of time initially, until it is compared to the fact that an average person in the United States spends 43 minutes in face-to-face conversation a day. This means that on average, people only spend 4 more minutes talking to people than they do browsing their Facebook feed. With this, it is clear to see that Facebook is a major way for a lot of people to stay updated and connected to the world, but this also means that the impact of the newsfeed filter algorithms are greatly heightened. Exposure to different kinds of views and ideas is how people expand their knowledge, but in a world that hides anything new or uncomfortable from view, the growth of knowledge is severely stunted. This problem has a lot of reach, and to some it might seem like there's no solution to such a behind-the-scenes filtering process. But luckily, there are a couple things that you can do to make sure that you are exposed to different kinds of media and information. The first solution to this problem on Facebook is for you to like things that are interesting, but that you might disagree with. People usually tend to like the things that make them feel good, support their ideas and beliefs, and are popular within their community. I encourage you to instead click on the posts on your Facebook feed that you would normally glance over and like the posts that are unusual but interesting. These small actions get registered into Facebook's filtering algorithm, and as a result, your feed will display things that you normally would not even know existed. The second thing that you can do is be aware of the problem. This is the easiest and most effective way to avoid being trapped in the cycle of newsfeed uniformity. If you keep in mind that what you're seeing on your newsfeed is really just a personalized view of your digital world, it will give you reason to be hungry and curious for the news that lies below the surface. This awareness also acts as a reminder that communities differ around the world and that there are things you haven't had exposure to that could change your life.